Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. So, last time, we were able to successfully earn victory over Bismark and obtain the coveted key to Azys Lla that he had swallowed. Unfortunately, no sooner did we retrieve said key than we lost it to the Archbishop, as well as the Ascian who was accompanying him. And then if that wasn't bad enough, the Guardian Empire started to make its presence known more prominently with the appearance of its new emperor, and so we now have to deal with 3 significant threats to access to Azys Lla. We have to deal with the Archbishop, the Ascians, and the Guardian Empire. So we're going to go ahead and speak with Alphanode to complete the current challenge that we had been doing at the end of the previous episode, in which the new Emperor of Garlemald made his presence known. Alphanode? Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald, Varus Zoskalvis in the flesh. I assume the commander that accompanied him must be the legatus of whom the Centurion spoke. Forgive me, this is neither the time nor place for such idle speculation. Pray return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run afoul of Imperial forces as well. I have yet to apprise Chief Sonu of all that has occurred, but once I have, we will rejoin you at the airship. Alright. Well, before we do though, I want to get my gear repaired. There we go. And now that that's taken care of, let's make our way back northeast. Yeah, we'll probably come back here again to the Vanu in order to do side challenges, because I'll need to start doing them in order to get access to not only more experience, of course, but also to the Aether Currents that are available here in the Sea of Clouds, because we haven't gone in pursuit of them yet. They have not yet been a necessary thing that we've needed to do here in the Sea of Clouds, because we haven't really spent all that much time here. We spent a few days here when we were early on in the game with Lord Amanalan, and then we're now doing what we've been doing over the course of the last few episodes. So yeah, not that much time has been spent here at the Sea of Clouds. What we've done is really just take care of actions that were necessary. We ran into some evil Vanu, but then we ran into some benevolent Vanu, and they warned us about Bismark, and we helped to defeat him. But now that we have taken care of all that, it's time for us to possibly be on our way once again. And from what we can tell, it seems like Sid and his crew have escaped unscathed. Sid? Thank the 12 you're alive, Mathia. When that battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you and Alphanode. What in the 7 hells happened out there? Well, if you really need to know. First the Archbishop turns up with the Arsenian in tow, and now the gold-stamped Emperor pays us a visit? What is this, a procession of notable bastards? Who's next, the Keeper of the 7th Bloody Gate? Wouldn't put it past them. No one so notable, Master Garland. I'm happy to report that the Zundu were overjoyed to learn of Bismarck's demise. Chief Sonu sends his warmest regards, Mathia. There was much talk of westerly winds. And Lucia? Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It would seem the Zundu were taken entirely unawares, and wisely chose to offer no resistance. I sense they have no more to fear from the Empire for the present, at least. Had the Emperor truly been intent on their extermination, OK Zundu would have already been leveled. Plainly, Varus is only interested in reaching Azys Lla. Speaking of which, if you're all ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well, shall we? I would think so. And so, another 76,000 experience points, plus we get a wind-up Sid doll. And our time in the Sea of Clouds is nearing its end, at least for the time being. So, let's go ahead and speak with Sid, because we have a new destination to go to, as we take on the level 57 challenge entitled One Good Turn. Judging from Sid's expression, he has news which he believes will please you. And so, yeah, we're gonna get to take Lucia's newfound white Magitech armor with us. And it looks like Lucia will be coming with us too. Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Azys Lla lies in that direction, we'll find it. Good to know. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no enterprise. We'll catch them, you'll see. Well then, shall we be off? And so the flight begins. Accompanied by Alpha Node, Sid, Biggs and Wedge, and Lucia.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again. Least of all under these circumstances.
What do you mean again? You were Magitech Knight before?
My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Okay, you're Livia's sister, aren't you?
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia. Livia?
Yeah, that's
Livia
right.
Sasjunius, the tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar.
Defeated on day 95 in year 1 of Rome Reborn.
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
My
Not her
mission.
birth.
It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich.
And that's when it all changed.
It was his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him. But I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons.
Love?
He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do
It's
not
shocking that
question
it
your
didn't just
loyalty to Sir
cast you
Emmerich.
out.
It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
Makes sense.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Don't get any
Chief.
ideas.
We should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azys Lla should be.
Hold on, everyone!
Oh, Wedge, your new voice actor sucks. Like, he sounds too Jamaican. He doesn't sound British, he sounds more Jamaican. Well, looks like we found Azys Lla.
Look! I think that's it!
But where are we going to land? If anywhere. Because, yeah, it doesn't look like the best place in the world to find a safe landing spot.
Is that... Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they had the ability to make the Crystal Tower. Should we really be surprised that they made a floating city? Yeah, we're trying to breach...
barrier.
Yeah, we got a force field to deal with.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Sid,
What do we do?
it's no use. We must return to Ishgard and find another way.
Oh, great.
Damn it all! Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Well, I guess that's why the Guardians were so desperate to learn their secrets, wasn't it? Yeah. You win this round, Azys Lla, but we'll be back. Yeah. You win this round, floating city. But next time you won't be so fortunate. Thankfully it didn't do like the 8 sentinels guarding the Crystal Tower where the moment you touched the force field, you died. Alright, Sid. And we barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume the Soleil passed through the barrier unscathed. That would explain why the Vanu called it a key. And yeah, that would make good sense. So, the experience is ours. Plus, we get another achievement unlocked. The faith that drives us. Yeah, well, let's hope it drives us into Azys Lla. So, let's speak with Alpha Node to take on the next level 57 challenge entitled An Engineering Enterprise. Alpha Node appears relieved to be standing on solid ground once more. No kidding. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Azys Lla. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander, that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the Guardsman when you arrive and he will show you in. Yeah, of course. Alright. Well, we know what must be done next. And that is to jump on the fence! Okay, it opened up. It opened up automatically for us, but whatever. So, gotta speak with Sir Emmerich. Because, yeah, obviously he's going to know what the Archbishop had on his mind and if there is an alternative to gaining access to Azys Lla. Well, maybe what we can discover will get us further to what we seek to achieve. So, back over here. Back to the congregation. Back to this guard. And yes, we want in. Yes, we do want in, please. Alright, there's Sir Emmerich. And hey, even Cal Denmont is here. This is unexpected. So after laying down the grand scheme...
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allagans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate.
Yeah.
As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Unless...
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That
So where does
said,
that
we're
put
not
us?
without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
Yeah, how?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
And where will we find one of
Would that
those?
the Archons were still with us.
Or the Charlians?
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
Let's hope you're right.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Rebirth always seems to be the theme of this game. Not gonna join us, Sid? Unless, yeah, you're gonna stick around to talk more. Alright. Well, if what Tataru speaks is indeed true, then let's hope it points us in the correct direction. So, make the quick run across the street to the Forgotten Knights to speak with Tataru. Welcome back, Mathia! How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? Well, we did, but this stuff happened. Yeah, even Tataru is shocked. So you finally arrived at Azys Lla only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier? Typical. But it's not all bad news. I made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Mathia, we'll get to Azys Lla yet. Let's hope you're right on that. So, next, level 57 challenge entitled Ethereal Trail. Tataru is eager to share her progress in the search for the missing Scions. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? In Ul'dah, she's referring to. Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Terrapin to have this tunnel searched. A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Minfilia, Thancred, and Ishtola, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found? Dare you ask, yes. I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said that there had been a discovery, and that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Urianger know to join us in Ul'dah. He will wish to be present as well. Yes, sir! Alright, Ul'dah it is. So yeah, I guess we speak with Pippin, who we haven't seen in quite some time. Hopefully this leads us somewhere. So, see you over in Ul'dah in a moment. And now we have returned to Ul'dah. Of course, since we're going to meet with a member of a Grand Company, I of course switched to my own Grand Company uniform. So, let's go ahead and find Marshal Pippin. Right here with Urianger. Hey there, Pippin. Hey there, Pippin Terrapin. It's been a while. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Terrapin. You saved Her Grace and Father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you. Forgive me my impatience, Marshal, but you're missing to mention the discovery. Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour all the waterways. Almost immediately we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the Mining Consent Corporation, however, we were able to remove the double, which shielded the battered bodies of a dozen Crystal Braves. Yeah, all dead, obviously. Go on. Be at ease, Master Arfino. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there is this. The green leaf you're holding? Oh, it's Sholah's wand. Hey, called it. I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. Go on, Oriange. Wait a minute, you have a link pearl in effect? Or what the... Oh, he's using his goggles to assess the ether amount? 'Tis as I did surmise. Judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely, the very first that man did conceive to traverse great distance, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the lifestream. Flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent ether, that the caster might enter the lifestream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requireth not a lengthy incantation. That Ishgard should choose to employ such a spell, seeketh the need for haste. All of which would suggest she managed to escape. Would it that was so simple. Know that the scholars of Sharlayan forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. Endangerment? The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe unto his destination, another will be set adrift in the lifestream, never to emerge. What? No! No, you can't mean! Be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Ishgard's passage hath left traces in the lifestream. Could we but follow these from the point at which the magic was involved, we may yet find her. To the Sildin excavation site, then. Ah, thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Ishgard's safe return. Thank you, Marshal. Oh, you're gonna come along, Oriange? Very well. Okay, so... I believe that to get out of this, and get the swiftest access to where we need to be, we need to go outside to the Gate of the Sultana. Because we have to go to, if I remember correctly, Western Thanlands where this is. And if not, then we'll just simply change over until we get to the right spot. And I don't see arrow, which means it's in Central Thanland. Yeah. I'll be back in a moment once I get this figured out. Alright, we're over in Central Thanland now at Blackrush Station, so let's mount my chocobo. Yeah, because I was reading the map in my mind, because I've been through this map so many times, I really genuinely believe that it was in Western Thanland where the excavation site was, but no, once again my mind betrays me. Because if you look at the map, like there are some similarities in the map between Central and Western Thanland, and the fact that there's a big, huge tunnel to deal with, a big, huge canyon that you have to adventure into, but yeah, it's down here. So let's go over and say hello again to Oriange. Hi, big man. Evidence of Ishgard's passage will have been made faint by time, but mayhap some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. Let's hope you're right. So we're going back inside, or... I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, he's gonna put his goggles on again. He's gonna put on the special Charlian goggles that allow us to read ether. So yeah, let's see if he knows what he's doing. You're looking on the ground, you're looking in the sky. What have you gleaned? Up there? Yeah, it's a shame I can't fly up there with the chocobo. The trail leadeth north and to the north and east, onto the bosom of the Twelveswood. Are you certain? Aye, there is no mistake. Thither hath Ishgard journeyed. And yet the Gordanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the life stream is more kin to a raging torrent. Linger over long in the midst of this maelstrom, and the aether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, never to be reformed. Let's hope it's not too late then. We have no time to waste. Oriange, pray explore all possible options for reversing the efforts of this forbidden magic. Mathia, Tataru, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seed Seer's aid. Alright. And away we shall go. So, Gridania, huh? Well, you know what? I think this is a good opportunity to end the video here. It's going to be a little bit shorter than what I've normally been doing, but yeah, we're over 25 minutes now. I think this is a good time to call the episode here because, yeah, now that we have to once again meet with a head of state of Eorzea, we're going to have to do some very important things in order to get the hopes that we'll be able to locate if Ishgard Lla has resurfaced somewhere, if anywhere at all. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. And when I join you again, we will be in Gridania, where we will speak with the Elder Seed Seer in the hopes that we can get some vital information onto whether or not Ishgard Lla has returned from the life stream. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.